Good morning. Good morning. Y'all doing great today, man. It's Monday. I'm on my days off, and I don't know, man. Just decided to come out here, relax, chill for a second. Man. This can be you. This can be us on a Monday because this ain't me right now. Okay, usually I'm at work on a Monday, but ask yourself, why can't this be us on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday? Who said that we got to be working for somebody else? Who said we got to be up at 6 a.m. to make someone else's dream become reality? When we can make our own dream become reality. It's all about taking risks. Like the world don't reward non-risk takers. You know why? Because they come dime a dozen. You can find a non-risk taker traveling right on that street right now. But if you're a risk taker, man, you got the proper education, you willing to grow, and you willing to test yourself, test your faith, test God, man, the sky's the limit. That's me, man. I gotta get it. I put all my money into something that's calculated to grow versus just holding my money in a bank or holding my money just to say I got it. You know, man, let's take risks. We got to take more risks, man. Look, I know a lot of folks got more things to lose. You got kids, you got a husband, you got you got this, that, you got to pay for. But I dare you to not let your dream die out, man. I dare you to continue to dream, manifest, and hope, pray. Like, don't let life bully you. Don't let life bully you. Still continue to push yourself. Get that better job, but don't increase your expenses. Go invest that money so you can have some type of financial cushion for your family, for your kids. For me, I got a wife, right? We on the same page. She like, baby, push the chips in the middle of the table, like poker or whatever that game is. Like, bro, you gotta go all in. I'm willing to put every dime on assets because I know without that, you're gonna continue to work on this beautiful Monday and not be here in this present moment on this beautiful Monday. You have to put your chips in the middle of the table. You have to get proper coaching, mentorship, knowing where to put your money. How, like, stop investing in your education. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about school education. I've been to school. I've done the degree thing. I went to school to get my master's. Bro, that's not it. Used to. 40 years ago it was. But now that's not it. If you're not somehow hedging your money through an appreciating asset, inflation will hawk you down. You will work forever. Period. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You will not like I said, man. I work 14-hour days, which is fine. This is my grind. You know what I mean? Like I've learned at an early age, bro. You gotta get, bro. You gotta grind for what you. If you wasn't born with it, or if something didn't happen to you, to where you was in a car accident and you didn't get $1 million, you gotta go grind, bro. You gotta go grind. But then wisdom teaches you there's a not an easy way, but there is a more efficient way to do it. And it might cost you some money to go get that more efficient way. But guess what? You more hands off. Instead of taking 100% of the pie doing it yourself, causing you time and all that, maybe it cost you 30 grand to go hire a system that'll give you 40% of the returns. Then you just rinse and repeat that and do that 100 times. Man, you'll be hands off just making money on a Monday at the park. But you gotta be willing to grow. A lot of folks ain't willing to grow. A lot of folks ain't willing to go get that bread, not to spend on, but to spend on vehicles, but they don't want to invest it. Gotta invest that money, man. That's the only thing money is good for, honestly. It's not good for saving. You know why? Why, Jalen? Because they print money. Anything that you can duplicate and print and create out of thin air has no value. So you saving it and doing that, it's actually causing you more harm. I got money in the bank right now. It's costing me money to hold it in there. And when you loan them $10, they loan out your $10 100 times. When you loan them 10, put 10K in there, they loan out your money 100,000 times. So they actually, bro, that's why you can't go in the bank and say I want 10K in cash because they ain't got it. Really, they already done loaned it out to who? Other investors, so they can make the economy a better place. Man, that's how you run it, man. But you have to be better. You have to want better. You have to let go of old habits. You gotta let go of traditions that your parents taught you. Now, like I said, bro, my parents did the best they could, but between their era and my era, it changed. You know what I mean? When I was going to school was still in. This was just 10 years ago. School was still in just 10 years ago. School was still in just 10 years ago. Now that the economy done changed within 10 years, school don't work no more, bro. Now people starting to look like, man, why would I go in 200,000 worth of debt to get out and have a job that's paying me 60K? Bro, that don't make sense. That's day one. That's from day one. You already behind the eight ball. You don't got 200K worth of student loan debt or 100K, especially the one that change their major every year. Like I did. I changed my major one time. But yeah, that it restarts. And you get out and you making 70, 60K. And that's with a master's, bro. So if you got a regular bachelor's, bro, you in that debt, engineering debt, just to make 50, 60, 70K. Man, don't make sense. What it is, it's a scam. It's a scam. They tell you to go to school, they tell you to buy a house, they tell you to buy cars, so you can continue to pay them. You remain in the rat race forever. But if you want to be smart and do what the masses don't do, and I wouldn't say save your money, but invest your money into mentorship and all of these things before you get into some crazy amount of debt, before you start having too many kids, and man, then you can't do it. Now you stuck. You can have it all, man. And this ain't no game. We can really have it all, but we have to have the proper education. And in the black and brown community, we are so far behind on getting properly educated on financial literacy. We are so far behind, man. It's crazy how we are top five, top 3 to 5 in making the money, right? So that lets you know that having the money is not an issue in our community. We got the jobs. We are professors in the colleges. We are teachers, or we are engineers. We are the scientists. So that means that we make the money. We are entrepreneurs. We make the money. But where the other communities separate from us is what we buy and purchase with the money. Then there's another statistic that shows we are also top 3 in consuming. So we consume the most. We make a lot, but we consume the most. So that lets you know right there, we got the money, but we don't have the financial literacy to put the money where it need to be put so we can grow financially, grow our communities. But for me and my bloodline, it stops here. It stops here. I will be the one that changed the bloodline of my family, bro. No excuses. If the good Lord continue to put breath in my body, like now I get drunk me a green smoothie juice, ain't had no food because why? It's the long term game. I need to be fit. I need to be right. I need to be. I need to have that confidence where I can tuck my shirt in, walk in the crowd, walk in a bank with my head held high, with no insecurities. Of course, I still got insecurities, but guess what? My body, my mind gonna be in shape. So this is a long term game, and like I said, the buck stops here with me and mine. My kids won't live the life I live. Man, look, man, my mom and dad took care of me well. We had everything we needed, plus more. 3 cars in the yard, We had all that, Could have went to a private school if I wanted to. We were straight. But I'm talking about the fact that the financial literacy part on the back end. Go to school, son. Get your degree, son. I didn't know anything about investing, you know. And they didn't either. They did. That's what I keep telling my people, man. It's not that you're going against your parents. They did the best they could with the information that they had. But now there's a gap now where it changed. Now I'm in the information age. If you 30, 35, 38, 40, if you 40 and below, you in the information age. That means that everything that you can do to change you and your people's lives is on the internet. Literally, they can Google it. Back in the day, 80 years ago, they had to go to a library and read 100 books to get this. Now we can just Google it. So that's what I mean by the information age. Now our parents did the best they could with what they had, bro. And I appreciate them for that. But now it's time to pick up that torch, that baton, take it to the next level for our people, for our kids. And then guess what? When we get the bread and get it right, we go back and retire our moms. We retire our moms, man. Our sisters, you know what I mean? That's how you do it. When you get to where you need to be, man, you send your mom, you put your mom on payroll for 10,000 a month and just write it off as a business expense, bro. That's how they doing it. They got their people on payroll, and it's a write off for the company, and you take care of your people, man. That's how you do it. You're not doing it by working, right, man. It's for the taking, man. At 10:30, we're gonna go look at another house. ARV 205, buying in at 95. Fix it up, gonna be around 50K, man. Hey, got the funds, the lenders, they finna get the inspection done. About to look at it with my contractors. Look, bro, this is what we're doing. There's no ifs and buts about it. This is what we're doing. And whatever my body and mind got to do to adapt to that, that's what's gonna happen. If I gotta cut you off, if you my people, if I gotta not pay some of these bills to stack my money to buy more houses, guess what? That's what I'm gonna do. I don't care. I don't, bro. I don't care, bro. If I gotta work 20 hours in the field to stack another 10K in a month, guess what I'm gonna do? And my wife understand that. This is the grinding period. Grind, man. You gotta go get it, bro. That's enough, man. I ain't better. Look at this view. This view, man. This can be ours for the take. All of this is for sale. If your pocketbook big enough, you can buy this, man. You can buy the land. You can do all this, bro. You can buy that lake, pond, whatever it is. You can buy that if your pocketbook big enough. You can pass it down to your kids. I'm telling you, man. People ain't ready for that, man. But you want to continue to be where you want to be, continue to do what you want to do. But if you want better, you will change. The pain of change got to outweigh change itself. You got to be in enough pain to change. If you're not in enough pain, you're going to stay the same, man. I'm telling you. Love y'all, man. Happy Monday. This how I'm spending my Monday. I'm not at work. But guess what? I can spend every Monday like this if I continue to push myself, trust God, put my money where it need to be. I can live this life forever, every day. So, man, y'all can too. Y'all be good. Love y'all and be blessed, man, and not stressed. Peace.